Oh, there's a fluff. How do I get rid of the fluff? Got rid of the fluff. Fun fact, the initial dimensions of the funnel were altered in order for it to fit when the ship sails under the bridge. There are less than 10 meters between the funnel and the Verrazano Bridge. It's one of the most beautiful feelings when you sail under it and you feel that if you extend your arm, you can reach it. You can like touch the bridge as the ship sails underneath it. Also, you can't really tell from this video just how close we are because I was filming from a lower deck, but I have an archive video on my phone from 2017 when I was on top deck, and you can see the bridge being much closer. Yeah, we didn't go out to New York that day. This is the first big port after the return to service. That was one hell of a view. There were a few times I was so struck by the view. There was this feeling of understanding that everything was worth it. Everything that led up to that moment was worth it, and this was one of those moments. It wasn't my first time in New York, so I wasn't so bothered by the fact that we didn't go out that day. However, of course, I postponed filming even more videos, a few more details from a cityscape from the ship, because I was certain that I will be back quite a few times in a few days, and guess what? That did not happen, and that's okay. However, if there's one thing I've learned, especially from being at sea, is to never count on repeating and repeated experiences, because you have absolutely no guarantee that you're gonna see the same location in the same formula every time. It's different. And funny enough, New York is one of the most relevant examples I have on not to postpone anything, because a few years back, circumstances led me to fly to New York to join the ship from there. I was so jet lagged and I wasn't in the mood to see the city at all. It was getting a bit late and I knew that New York would be on our itinerary pretty much every second week. And then of course I heard myself and I just got on the underground and went to Times Square. Of course, I felt very differently about it when I got there and when I got on the underground and when I just realized where I was. I only had enough energy to go to McDonald's, get a coffee and sit by the window because it overlooks Times Square, and I was just people watching there for a while. And I'm so grateful I did that, because through a sequence of events I had no input in, I couldn't visit New York or the States for the following perhaps 6 months or so. The details are not very important. And lucky I went out on that day and fueled up a little bit. Later down the line, I did manage to visit the States, and I've had plenty of time. Oh, I wouldn't say plenty of time, but I've had time off in New York, but it didn't happen in the sequence of events I thought it would. Never postpone anything. You don't need to be on ships in order to not postpone or take anything for granted. But moving on. don't know about you, but I'm having a deja vu. Let me warm up for a second. I've been on the balcony and I messed up this tea. Ugh. I'm very confused about this. Why am I so confused about this? Have you ever wanted to repeat something from the past with the mindset you have now? Like a second chance? Well, I got that a day later. I just made a very nostalgic video on this topic of having a second chance to relive something from your past with the mindset you have now. I'm reliving isolation. I feel like what I haven't been living at home in the past years of the pandemic, I am intensely living now in December. I hope you guys liked the transatlantic video done from my balcony, because you're gonna have another one. This is the reason I didn't want to tell you where I'm going or what I'm doing, because things do change, and instead of trying now my best to kind of create things that are not real, I might as well just take you with me and show you what's happening and where we are and what we're doing and what I'm actually doing without fabricating anything. It's a bit more genuine. From December, I restarted this adventure, and to my surprise, it grows on me every day. As you probably remember from a previous video, I mentioned that when you do see me uploading a video, it's nothing short of a miracle, and that's mainly due to how much we move around and the upload speed of the internet not being as good for larger file uploads like these videos are. However, I did film everything in the meantime. Not everything was very clear, so I just filmed everything as it was, and I'm putting it together in post-production to make some sort of sense out of it. Ship life to me will always be life on fast forward. You get to experience so much, to live so much on so many areas of your life in such a short space of time that you do actually need some time and some silence in order to understand what that means to you and how it changed you. And for me, this time is now. I've revisited ports, spent time with people I never thought I would see again. I felt like I was in the same place moments ago, but simultaneously a lifetime ago. And I've certainly left a part of me there again.